Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 4. We're working on the cab, getting it ready. We'll show you just the process we had to clean it out, tear it apart, get the glass out. We opened up some packages, some new stuff, and finishing with pulling the glass out. So we'll show you what we're going to be doing. You'll see what we're doing this week. Got it pretty cleaned up. I'm not too worried about this. This is pretty clean. I've done a little Bondo work on that a long time ago, sanding and stuff. We're gonna have to sand that and get ready for paint. This has been painted back in '90, but it's probably my first paint job ever, and I can see a little orange peel in there. I'm gonna sand that down. The rest of it, I'm probably just gonna scuff the floor, get it cleaned up, and put another coat of something on there. I don't know what yet. But the back of the cab and all this stuff still looks good. I'm not gonna mess with that. I think the only part I want to mess with is the dash from here forward. I might do some touch-ups on the door. I got a few scuffs. I don't know what we'll do there on that, but it's pretty clean. I think I'm going to repaint this panel a two-tone and do something a little different. Something that I do, the dash is going to be a two-tone, and I think I might do something different here. I don't know exactly, but I got a friend, I'm going to go visit him on Monday. He's got an old 64 that looks really good, and I want to see what his colors are. I think they're original colors. Some custom fab shop helped him match it. So. Okay, look what we got today from Mark K. So, looks like a new step sides. So, our other previous step sides were long beds, and we need these to fit on the short bed. So, let's see how they fit up. Well, that looks pretty good. And there's a bracket that comes off. On the Easy chassis swap, a new bracket that goes onto their mount, because their mount is right here where the previous seal plate that used to go over the frame and down on the 57, it won't fit over the width of the Tahoe frame. So this is the front support of the bed. On each side, this would go over the frame. The frame set right here, and these came out, and the step side was held up. Because the Tahoe frame is wider, it frame sets out here. Ed has made these pieces that bolt on to his block, and they bolt right in there, and they'll be mounted onto the Easy block, which is what we had there, a good solid piece of steel that you could step on. I should rhino line those so I can step on them. No, I don't want to. I'll make them the color that the bed is. But maybe there's some way to put some clear coat on there so it doesn't, maybe that clear bra or something so you can step on them to get in the back of the truck. Okay, we're gonna do a quick unboxing. I don't want to make this too long, but some cool things. Quick show and tell. It looks like we got some new, name that part. That is our new power stainless steel chains for the tailgate, and also covers for it. So one part. We're going to set that aside. And we got Santa's sleigh over here with everything else on it, and we're going to see what else we got. These parts weren't supposed to come for like 6 weeks, but they're here. So we're going to see what they really are. It says Vintage Air. I suspect this is my Vintage Air AC unit. This is probably the big unit from the inside. Oh boy. Every time I open a box, I get overwhelmed. You ever went to IKEA and pulled out a box and get overwhelmed by all the stuff in there? Well, this is kind of it. So we got full-on Vintage Air. We got the ducts, the tubing, the mounting bracket, and the full-on interior unit that's going to go under the dash. Okay, so there is AC lines. I talked to someone who installed the Vintage Air and had it in their car. They said it was done really well. They did it themselves. It's a family member, and they've had it in there for 10 years and never had to recharge it. So it's a good system that holds together. All right, what do we have here? This one's kind of creepy. What do we suspect it is here? Do not open with sharp objects. How do you open it without a sharp object? What if I hold it up in the air? A new radiator for the AC, what do you call it? Condenser? All of our lines. It's basically building an AC unit. So there's all our parts and pieces and sending units and everything to build an AC unit on a 57. Get new pump. The pump on the Tahoe is not a continuous pressure pump, but this is something's different about this for the Vintage AC unit than there is for the Tahoe. So I can't use the Tahoe pump. You have to have a new pump. This box is from Summit Racing. Shifter column linkage to go down to the automatic transmission. So parts and pieces parts, lots of stuff to put together. That's what we got tonight. And we got some horsepower stickers. So thanks, Summit. All right, so tonight we have to pull the bed off because it's only on here kind of temporary, and we're taking the truck into a glass shop. It's called Ace and Jerry's in Provo, Utah. And he's gonna pull the existing glass out of the truck so we can save it. And if we don't save it, it's not a huge loss, but it is replaceable, but we're gonna try to save it. And so we gotta take the bed off so we can get it on the trailer and take it down to the place. So tonight I got my son working with me, so we're gonna be working together. Okay, so we got the bed off, so now we're going to get the truck back in the back of the shop, back the trailer in with the truck, and get it loaded up. We'll have to winch it on. What the? Is it Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she coming?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right. Hello.
Hey. No one told me you guys were coming. Nobody told you? No.
We're here.
Yeah, I noticed.
the winch. It's our safety strap. Good morning, YouTube. Today's the day we're gonna take our truck in to get the glass out. The truck is always down in the barn. I have to take my four-wheeler down to the barn so that I can, I don't slip in the snow. I don't be very good in the snow, so forgive the bumps, but it's a beautiful morning. We got the moon out here in the back. Where's that? There it is, coming up over the top of the barn. They're going down over the top of the barn. We're all loaded up, headed out. Crispy cold morning. Oh, we do have some beautiful sunrise coming up there on top of Mount Timpanogos. Morning. This is my editor. This is Afton, my youngest. Thanks for watching, guys. If it wasn't for Afton, we wouldn't be out on YouTube. So she's the one that helps us put it together. She helps us film, and we got some couple projects on her truck that we're gonna see in the shop too. So we're taking the 57 down to get the glass out this morning.
You can see it out there behind us, just casually dropping me off at school with two trucks.
Okay, we had to turn around. We both forgot our wallets. So here comes the wallet retriever. We're both gonna be late. Me for a meeting, her for school. How was the run? It was a little crispy morning run. We're here at Ace and Jerry's in Provo today. Get our glass taken care of. We'll go in and see them, see how they do. It looks like a pretty cool shop. Okay, so we got her home with the windows out. It looks kind of funny without the window in, but these are jams that I painted 20 years ago and they still look good. But I just didn't feel like I could paint with the window in there and get a good job. I need to touch it up a little bit and clean it up. But they're pretty clean. There's no rust and stuff in there. That preserved them. But, so I got the back window out too. Same thing. I was planning on painting back then and jammed on the inside now. So, but we'll get a good clean paint job now. And got it back home, got the glass. I took the glass out. I didn't video that, but I took it out and put it in my shed just so that it doesn't get broken. But both of them were in good shape. And the gentleman at the glass shop, the rubber piece that I put that was in here is in good shape, but even the back piece, which is 64 years old, is in good shape. And I said, how's that? And he says, well, back then they were rubber and they didn't crack. And so the back window seal is still good. I have to put a new cord in it, but the rubber's still good. So we'll get it cleaned up and get some of our details going here. But we're gonna work on the radiator and the engine and stuff first and make sure we get everything bolted in before we start working on paint. We got another load of boxes today. We got a Champion radiator. The box is kind of beat up. I haven't opened up yet. And that came from Champion Air themselves. They modified the radiator, moved the lower inlet on the bottom over 2 inches to clear the idler arm on the Tahoe. It's a factory fit, but it had to move the inlet the bottom outlet 2 inches over to clear the idler arm. And we talked about that earlier. I'm gonna open that one up. Also got the I Did It steering column from, I think I got it through Summit Racing. They had it available. And then I also got a bunch of glass from LMC Truck. So we're gonna go ahead and open this radiator. The bottom of this is open. We're gonna see what it looks like here. Hopefully it doesn't look as bad as the box. There's where they moved me over, made me in my new tip, cut that off and moved it over. I could have waited and had them build me a new tank, but it would have taken another 6 to 8 weeks. But they just cutting that one off and moving it over. So that should put me in the money for where I need to be. And it's on the back side, you won't hardly see it down the bottom. And I'm not offended by that. But there we are. Looks good. I think it'll fit. Go ahead. That's it. This will be the shiniest thing we got in here. What am I hitting? I'm not hitting the fan, am I? Oh, it's just my inlet. I may have to put electric fan on this thing. Everybody's telling me electric fan, and I'm saying, no, I want to stay with my manual fan. Or my clutch fan, or whatever you call it. There she goes. All right, let's see how she fits now. Come down over here. I'm gonna have to do some trimming on this metal right here. This has got to go down in this slot. This is a tiny bit wider. Not wider, just this flange right here is a little wider, and I got to trim the corner of that off so it'll go down, because it's got to go down another 1.5 inches. That's where it fits in there, unless I don't have something in there, right? But yeah, we're 1.5 inches high right now. Part of it is this is about 1/8 inch, and that other was just a piece of thinner sheet metal, and it goes down in that slot. You know what? I can cut this off right there, just grind it off, and this will slide in there a little bit better. But we got to go down in there further. All right. This isn't quite going low enough. This is a little wide, and there's a little slot that this goes into. So I got to cut a little bit off of each side. This is good to go down in there. I don't know if this diamond bit will cut this aluminum, or if I got to do something else. Earlier I said it wasn't my favorite tool. When I said that, I was putting it on here. This isn't my favorite tool. This little grinder is my favorite tool. Ouch. It's spinning the pulley. Oh, I got it. Hey. Everybody's telling me to do electric fans, and I just might if this is a pain in the butt. There we go. Now we got room for this. Now it's hitting right here.
What's the problem?
It's too thick. It won't fit down in there like it was supposed to. I thought it was a factory dimensions. You know, it's supposed to be the factory dimensions. That radiator off of it was 2 1/4, and this one's 3 1/4. So right here now I got another hit. I'm hitting this tank down here on this steering box, so I ain't going any lower than that. So it's gonna stick up like that.
Will the hood close?
Yeah. There's tons of room in the hood. Stay on that side. Stay right here. There's a ton of room. There's tons of room. We're about, a good inch high. Higher than I wanted to be. Dang. It's just gonna stand out so much. Is there anything I can do? So, our old radiator, I had to dent this fin in to fit underneath there, and look at it, you can see that the steering box sits right here on with this radiator, but on this one the steering box is right in there. I don't know if I can cut a piece out of that and TIG it back in. I might have to learn to TIG. I got a welder. I don't know, maybe I could use this old radiator and take it down to the radiator shop and have it clean it up, and maybe move me a nozzle over here. so I can clear the other side of the steering arm, because this one goes down in a lot further. See how this one fits? Let me see that light. See how this one fits in between that steering box right there? So it fits down in there.
After you bent it.
Yeah, but just bent that fin. It's just a little piece of what mounts the radiator, but that's where the radiator is supposed to be. But let's see how high up it is now. See, that's only sticking up 3.5 inches, and it will probably go up another. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close to the hole. This is only 3.5 inches up, and that one was where it was sitting was 5.5 inches up, so 2 inches higher. You're gonna look in the engine, you won't see any radiator. You're just, or any engine, you're just gonna see a radiator sticking up there, unless I do something about it. I'll have to figure it out. I may take it down to the radiator shop, take both of them and show them what fits and what doesn't. There's a place down here called Dave's in Provo. Those are our two radiators together, and this one is going to have that cut out like that. If I can, I don't know if it's possible to do it. This, I can't use this radiator because it doesn't have my tranny coolant lines, my steam port. I can't use this radiator. It doesn't have what I need on the new truck, and that's why I got this new radiator. So I'm gonna see if they can do that. If they can't, then I'll just have to leave it up high.
Okay, I don't know what she's trying to tell me about the outro, so she's gonna tell you about the Instagram. What is it? Where do we go?
It's at Crazy Legs Creations on Instagram. If you guys were wondering, somebody asked about it in the comments earlier. So we have it set up. We're gonna, yeah, we have it set up, and then we're gonna link it in the description, and we'll try and link it in the channel. We'll figure that out, and then I think that's it.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I have the funniest two horses.
We can cut it. It's okay.
Oh.
No.
Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Thanks
What
for
are we
watching.
even saying? Redo it.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks for watching.